completed a very robust meeting on the grocery tax. So with that,
We can't hear you. Can you talk about it?
really?
Yeah, it's really hard to hear you.
The rain in Spain,
That works.
better?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I've never been accused of being quiet.
All right.
I'd like to call the meeting this Thursday, May 15th, 2025 to order. Christie, if you would call the roll.
Yep, it's 7:07, May 15th. Trustee Gutierrez. Here. Trustee Porter.
Here.
Trustee Kunkel.
Here.
Trustee Bancole. Here. Trustee Broccolina. Here. And Trustee Alba.
Here.
We are all present.
Excellent. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. We have a motion to accept the agenda.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Christie, call the roll. Oh,
With, hold on. I have to call roll for, I have to call.
Oh, sorry.
Trustee Porter.
yes.
Trustee Kunkel.
Yes.
Trustee Bancole. Yes. Trustee Broccolina. Yes. Trustee Alba.
Yes.
And Trustee Gutierrez.
Yes.
Very good. President,
Well, I was going to pull.
Yeah. Just, the 782.
what's she asking?
And 782.
She can,
Do you want to pull them when we go? Before, okay. Okay. We'll continue on Tuesday. Figure that out.
okay, presentations, I have a proclamation. And proclamation, whereas the Congress and the President of the United States have designated the week of May 11th through May 17th as National Police Week and May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day. Well, that's today. Whereas law enforcement officers work tirelessly each day to protect and serve our community, uphold the rule of law, and ensure public safety, often at a great personal risk. And whereas the dedicated service of police officers, deputies, and public safety officials deserves our utmost appreciation and respect, and their courage and sacrifice should never be taken for granted. Whereas we remember and honor the lives of those law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty and extend our deepest sympathy to their families and loved ones. And whereas National Police Week provides all citizens with the opportunity to express their gratitude and support for the brave men and women who serve in law enforcement. Now therefore I, Rodney S. Craig, Mayor of the Village of Hanover Park, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of May 11 through 17, 2025 as National Police Week in the Village of Hanover Park and encourage all citizens to honor law enforcement officers, past and present, with appropriate ceremonies, observances, and acts of appreciation, dated this 15th day of May 2025. We are blessed in Hanover Park by having an outstanding police department. And Chief, you're well aware of my appreciation for our police department. Thank you, and please pass that on to our officers, who are not all present here. But please pass that on. Thank you. Town hall session. We have Andrew Morowski. Thank you very much.
You can come up to the
If you'd like to
microphone.
speak to up to the microphone.
Yes.
You have 5 minutes, sir.
Up here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Oh, that's my pleasure. And thank you for inviting as well. 5 minutes is a very short time, so I probably read only the titles. And if that creates some interest, I can expand on that later on. because what I wanted to say would take probably 12 minutes. So in 5 minutes, yesterday we had a community visioning workshop. And I was listening very carefully and had a chance to think overnight on many matters. The future of Hanover Park, that's an important thing. So I prepared various solutions for the future of Hanover Park. So I'll be reading fast, because that's the only way to handle this in 5 minutes. So the first thing is, and I'll also speak to you, but I have
Please
to be
address the
direct-
To the board, please.
Please
I have to
address
be
the
directed
board.
that way too. So my main question that I asked myself was, what do you see exciting in Hanover Park so it is worth to live here or visit the village? That was my main question after I returned from that meeting yesterday. And as a corporate manager, point view, as I represent, my answer was nothing. Because we have the houses, we have the stores, we have some communication, and there is all. So there's not really much to bring anybody from the outside in order to create some excitement and interest. So there is a lot of area to be creative and to create important things for villagers and for people who would like to visit. So that's why yesterday's meeting was very important, and that's why I had a chance to think about this. Otherwise, I probably would not. So very simple. The proposed luxury or any housing development, that probably doesn't create a lot of excitement and bringing people together. There's just basically living in a house, paying taxes, sleeping, eating, and going to work. So that's probably not exactly the route that could be useful for Hanover Park. Next one, what would create lifestyle improvement and value for residents of Hanover Park? Because basically it's lifestyle improvement and something interesting to be here. So very quickly, the first point is it's supposed to be community related. People are supposed to know one another. There are very few opportunities that people can know who is who. And I happen to live here for just about 30 years. So I've seen that. I started from the time when to the south from Lake Street, there was corn. And I was able to, after work at Motorola back then, go into the corn and rest. And now we have the town. So the question is, where is the lifestyle improvement and where is the excitement? I don't see any. I drive elsewhere. I should not be doing this. I should find everything here. So in order to not to complain, but to provide solutions, because that's what really can create value, I'm having 5 proposals very shortly, and probably I finish on this. And if that creates some interest, I can expand on that later on, and I will provide contact information as well. So very quickly, if it's in the area of community interaction, in the vicinity of the lake over here, I would see 10 areas of 5 benches with tables inside where people could sit down and have conversations and learn about themselves as well for building the community. There's no place people can gather together and talk together and learn about themselves. So such 10 small island areas would be very helpful. At least something like this that would bring the people. In our village, people coming from various walks of life and places, so that would be really helpful just to melt everyone together by just learning what you do, how you think, what can we do together. So far, there's no such place. That place must exist. So that's the first thing.
So your time Your 5 minutes has run out. Yeah.
All right, so finishing, I have 5 more proposals which are quite important.
Without objection of the board. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Can I continue? Oh. The second area is health-related. I would suggest that we as the villagers, we're supposed to have, as I mentioned before to the trustee, Olympic Stadium tartan tracks, where people could really run around and really practice their health. So far, we have just a few asphalt paths which lead almost nowhere. But if there was something countable, I did five rounds today. Tomorrow I did 7. There would be excitement, internal improvement. And long time ago, I found a high school, I won't tell you where, and I was going there in the night because the stadium was open there, and in the night I was running. And one day I even covered half of the marathon. It was exciting. So people are supposed to feel exciting also in sports and be connected by sports as well. Right now we have something in this area, but not as much. Also, I would propose 10 14 by 14 exercise squares divided by quick hedges for personal or few people exercising routines. So if I have my routine, I want to stretch this to that, some metal equipment inside those squares. If we had 10 of them, people could come and practice. So people would care for their health as well. Right now, after a while, we just sit in our homes and eat or watch TV, which is senseless as well. So why not to have something that other suburbs do not have?
So if I can interrupt, you were there last night,
Yes.
and the Community Development Department has taken the lead for this board to drill down on some of your comments and the things you want to bring forward. And so I hope you'll stick with the community development as they build these opportunities together. And that's the reason they had that workshop last night. I came through to see if people were serious about participating, and they were. Everybody there has an interest in our community, and community development has taken a good lead on pulling that all together. So I ask that you continue to work with our community development department, and you know, telling us that we're going to say community development, go get them. Okay, so I think we get your point, and I'm always available to meet if you want to meet one-on-one with me.
It would be a pleasure.
Yes. Okay.
So very shortly, could I have,
If you could quickly wrap it up.
that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, please do.
So whatever I prepare here, and I have more, it's coming from my experience in the corporate and financial space. My background is corporate management, international project program management, Fortune 100 companies, and then venture capital investment, operations support for 14 years. So I understand quite much. I understand economics quite well. I studied it every day for about 2 hours. So it's useful to provide certain proposals. If anyone finds what I'm saying of any interest, I'll be very happy to expand on that. And for that reason, if anyone would like to have a copy of my professional profile, I can leave it by the mic. It can be
Bring it
taken.
with you when we have our meeting,
But I'll leave it on.
and I can share that with the board.
You can leave, thank you, yeah, and I'll make sure that the board gets it, I'll email it to them. You can
Please.
leave it right there. Yep, leave it right there, and I'll grab it after the meeting, thank you.
The more we know about ourselves, the more we can do together. If we don't, then we're wasting time. So thank you very much to the board for listening. And I hope that my 30 years experience with Hanover Park may provide some value.
Thank you.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for your time this evening.
And thank you very much for your time to listen. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Sir? Sir?
You have a question?
Mayor, if I may.
Yeah.
So sir, thank you for attending last night's meeting and then also for just your comments as well about what you'd like to see in the village. I do believe that some of the things that you mentioned, we actually do have. You mentioned benches and being able to sit and building community. We have some really great parks that have gone through many improvements over the past couple of years, located in different areas throughout the village. And you mentioned some of the lifestyle components, exercise components. Our park district offers a plethora of different programs as it relates to sports and things of that nature for adults, teens, kids. And so I would encourage you to maybe explore some of the things that we do offer, because you might be pleasantly surprised. And you might find some of the things that you are interested in and some of the things that you expressed here tonight.
Understand.
Thank you.
May I
All
respond to
right,
this?
thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
Sure.
night.
I respond later.
All right, moving on.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. Village President's report. I've been so busy with it. One of these days I'll document everything I do and come back and talk about it. But before you is your certificate of election. I'm trying to figure out how many stamps are on this thing going around the border. I think, but congratulations to all of you who are beginning another, some of you 4 years and some of you every 2 years we go through this process. But well done to those who just elected. We have, I've been in touch this week with the DuPage Mayor Managers this past week, going to where'd I go? Springfield with that group. As strange as it is, being president of Northwest, I actually ran a meeting while on the bus with Northwest Executive Board meeting, and then we get to Springfield with DuPage Mayor Managers, and we met with most of the leadership while we were down there. I'm very wise to the fact that that many subtle references that the local government distributive fund will be flat this year. I didn't hear anything about taking any more away, but the increment of LGDF is important to us because they continue to pass unfunded mandates. And unfunded means they're passing the responsibility onto the municipalities. The one that concerns us, rightly so, is the movement on pensions. So that's going to cost us in the very near future, because it goes beyond police and fire. It goes to all other components of the state workers. So there'll be impacts on the municipalities with that. We've been asking for them to hold off on some of those things. We believe we solved the police and fire initiatives some years ago, and so that's our request. And it's almost frightening to see even the discussion around transit. Being a member of the Metro Board and knowing the complexity of Metro far exceeds anything going on. CTA's got trains that are not interrupted by freights. Our commuter lines use the freight lines essentially. If we have to back off any of those, it'll take us 20 years fighting in the courts to get those lines back. So that's a concern of mine. Been a lot of meetings this past year on transit. The RTA, I believe, is going to see kind of a big shakeup. They need to have direct involvement with Washington for funding. It's not the way it's set up now. I don't know if it'll ever get to that point. but, we've gotta have revenue to sustain our transit system in northeast Illinois. And, so we'll see how that comes around. I have a feeling we're gonna have, at the end of this session, something come out from the governor, and, everybody be asked to vote on that and pass it, and we'll live with the outcome. Right now, I'm not the eternal optimist, but I do believe they're gonna leave the service boards intact. RTA may have some changes there in their leadership role. So, with that, I'll move to approve by unanimous vote items on the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
Any changes?
Yes. In 7A2 on page 12, just the spelling of my name in 2 places.
Yes.
You're pulling 7A2 from consent?
So I'm not pulling it, but I am asking for a change.
There's just a Scrivener error on 7A2 with her name spelling. It's Y-A-S-M-E-E-N. It was just misspelled Y-E-S. I already made the change.
Yes. So it's not being removed, just a change.
Oh, it's just a comma.
It's just a
Yes.
Scrivener error. So we have fixed it, and we're good.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
Good. Thank you for the catch.
Yep. Can I take roll?
Please do.
Great. This is for 7A1 through 7A12. Trustee Kunkel?
Yes.
Trustee Bancole?
Yes.
Trustee Broccolino?
Yes.
Trustee Alba?
Yes.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Yes.
And Trustee Porter?
Yes.
Thank you.
7A13, motion to pass an ordinance authorizing second amendment to the FY 2025 budget in the Village of Hanover Park. A 2/3 vote of corporate authorities is needed.
So moved.
We
Second.
have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Christie, call the roll.
Trustee Bancole?
Yes.
Trustee Broccolino?
Yes.
Trustee Alba?
Yes.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Yes.
Trustee Porter?
Yes.
Trustee Kunkel?
Yes.
Mayor Craig?
Yes.
Thank you.
7A14, move to approve warrant 5/15/2025 in the amount of $578,897.38. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Christie, call the roll.
Trustee Broccolino?
Yes.
Trustee Alba?
Yes.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Yes.
Trustee Porter?
Yes.
Trustee Kunkel?
Yes.
And Trustee Bancole?
Yes.
Thank you.
7A15, move to approve warrant paid in advance 4/24/2025 through 5/08/2025 in the amount of $706,072.81.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Christie, call the roll.
Trustee Alba?
Yes.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Yes.
Trustee Porter?
Yes.
Trustee Kunkel?
Yes.
Trustee Bancole?
Yes.
And Trustee Broccolino?
Yes.
Thank you. 7A16, move to approve March 2025 P cards in the amount of $24,387.95.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Christie, call the roll.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Yes.
Trustee Porter?
Yes.
Trustee Kunkel?
Yes.
Trustee Bancole?
Yes.
Trustee Broccolino?
Yes.
And Trustee Alba?
Yes.
Thank you. Village Manager's Report, Juliana. Any questions on the trustee report? Hearing none. Oh. Thank you. Village Clerk's Report, Christie.
No report.
Christie has
Oh, there's a lot of events coming up, but I'll talk about them in June.
a report. Okay. Oh. Corporation Council Report? No. Thank you, Bernie. Trustee reports, Lisa Gutierrez. Trustee Gutierrez, please.
Yes. So May 17th, we are excited to be working with the Environmental Committee, but I am going to defer to Yasmin Bancole to speak on that during her report. And then on May 24th at 10 a.m., we will be clocking 3 businesses in Hanover Park. I'm so excited about this. So come out and
Say that again.
May 24th at 10 a.m., the Historic or Hysterical Committee, as they prefer to be called, will be placking 3 businesses, local businesses, in our Terryville Plaza area. So please come down and support us. I'm very excited about this, and we've got a lot of more exciting stuff that's happening in August as well. I wanted to talk about a little bit, I know time was running out for the grocery tax adoption. I just want to go back to the importance of educating our residents, my neighbors. If this passes, it's so important that we are ready to inform on this, and to explain the effect of not having this, and that this is not a new tax, that you're already paying for it. If this passes, will staff be able to do that? To have some kind of educational component that could go out, whether it's on Facebook or somehow to educate on it, because there's so much misinformation that's been out there for a while.
Agreed.
Agreed? Okay. Okay, thank you. And I just wanted to say that I really appreciate that little gray rectangle at the bottom of the agenda that tells us the diversity of the businesses, so thank you so much for that. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Lisa. Trustee Porter?
Yeah, I also just have a short comment about the grocery tax. First, I just want to register that I was disappointed in our legislature in Springfield in what I think put us in an untenable position by canceling this tax and then shifting the onus of it to the municipalities. If the benefit of the tax was so substantial by reducing it, then I would have preferred that the General Assembly would have just canceled it and not left the door open for, and again, put the onus on the municipalities and basically playing good cop and bad cop and forcing us into that role. I think, and I support our General Assembly, I support our governor, but I think it was disingenuous the way that it was put forward, and I'm disappointed that it was put forward in that manner. It put us in an untenable situation where we're forced with the optics of denying some tax relief to our residents, when really that's not the case. But we have to bear the onus, again, of that perception. So I was just disappointed in the way that it was handled, and I would hope that in the future the General Assembly, many of them which are former municipal employees, trustees, and mayors, would react with more sensibility about how that impacts us sitting here on these daises representing our citizens. So, like I said, I'm a big supporter of Chris Welch and J.B. Pritzker and so forth, but this was, disappointing from a nonpartisan viewpoint. This is just very disappointing to me, and I would hope that in the future we would do better. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Uncle?
Yes, hopefully all the moms had a good day. If you're not a mom, well, you have a mom. Everybody's got a mom.
Yes.
Hopefully you celebrate it with your mom. The Airport Authority at Schaumburg, we met again last night. We discussed the FBO services and paving between the hangars. Harper College has been approved by the FAA to take over hangars B-26 and 27 to give classes. So the classes will start in the fall. So look on the Harper website for what classes are at the Schaumburg Airport. Okay. And Father's Day breakfast, even though I said Mother's Day, Father's Day is coming up. They'll have a Father's Day, breakfast at the airport, 8 to 12. They'll have airplane rides for the kids till 1 p.m. So if your kid's interested in aviation, please bring them out there. The price for the tickets are on the Schaumburg website. Let's see. Everybody's got to remember, coming up soon, unfortunately, the gas tax goes up again, July, from the state, so it goes up again. And on Memorial Day, the Veterans Committee will have a somber ceremony at 10 a.m. That's all I have. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Kunkel. Trustee Bancole?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So as Trustee Gutierrez alluded to, this Saturday, May 17th at 9 a.m., the Environmental Committee and CIDC will be partnering on a DuPage River sweep. It'll be the first sweep that we, as committees, have done in several years. So we're really excited about this. This river sweep is also was signed up in conjunction with the Conservation Foundation, which kept track of all the river sweeps that each municipality was essentially conducting around Earth time, Earth month, Earth Day, excuse me. So excited to have that status symbol along with it as well. But you know, we welcome all of you to join us for this river sweep. We'll be picking up things that may have fallen in and around the riverbank, debris, and really trying to beautify the area around the river and the area that backs up to the Tanglewood neighborhood. So really looking forward to that and hope that we can see many of you in attendance.
Where's everybody meeting at for that?
Thank you for saying that, because I forgot to mention that. So the meetup place is 9 a.m. Right behind Time Out Sports Bar, which is, thank you, the Greenbrook
Awesome.
Plaza Shopping Center, so very close to Caputo's. And we'll be going from 9 to about 10:30. Wow.
They cut the overgrowth in down?
Yes.
They did?
Yes. Yeah, so it's been cleared up.
Good.
So yeah, we'll be in there. I wanted to say thank you to our staff for putting on the community visioning workshop. I was really glad to see that people were in attendance, that they were providing feedback on things that they want to see in the village. I believe that there will be other opportunities for residents to provide feedback about what they envision for our community, and so I encourage our residents to stay engaged with the village. You know, follow us on our various social media platforms. Sign up for our e-newsletter that comes out every week. So you're staying up to date on all the things that we are doing as a village and all the things that we do to make this village a great place to eat, work, and play. And then I'll also just flag that Safari Springs released their opening day. Their opening day is on June 7th, where they'll have a bash for kids, and it should be a good time for our youth. And I will close there. Thank you.
Thank you. And Trustee Braccolino,
No report today.
no report? Oh, thank you very much. Trustee Albert?
Yes, Mayor. A couple of quick things. I'd like to lead with a call out to the Development Commission members and our staff members, Chief Steve Capella, Alex Schwartz, Shubra Govine, again, putting in long hours, working hard to create developments that will be fully formed and ready to be presented to us in the near future. Their work is very impressive and exhaustive. They do a great job. I'd like to echo and reinforce the comments from Trustee Porter about the governor and the General Assembly and the way that the grocery tax has evolved and been passed on, and would like to add one further point that perhaps from our perspective, it would have been magnanimous on their part if they're going to pass the grocery tax on to us, then they could follow through with owning up to the amount of local government distributed funds that they should be passing to our level in the same amount to make up for the difference. So I'm calling them out directly to be, you know, perhaps consider honorable behavior as a way going forward. That's all I have.
Thank you. I love those comments. Oh, that's it. Executive session, we have none scheduled. All we have left is an adjournment. Anyone interested in a motion?
Second.
We have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And you all look
7:43.
very sharp tonight. Nice, well done. And blue is the color of the evening.
See, there's the problem.